Boar level 5 small antenna malfunctioned today. He was hunted down by African wild dogs. Suddenly, Boar accelerated from 3rd gear directly to 6th gear. He wanted to quickly escape this terrifying place. Boar knew African wild dogs were opponents he couldn't afford to provoke. They were extremely ferocious. The New Year's feast was right in front of them. The African wild dogs were also in hot pursuit. They mobilized collectively. Moreover, they were good at long-distance running. Each one was full of energy. Look at this momentum. It directly scared Boar out of his wits. In the blink of an eye, Boar was immediately subjected to the wild dog's frantic dragging and tearing. Boar let out a terrifying scream. The wild dogs at this moment were extremely arrogant and vicious. Boar endured unbearable agony. In a panic, he broke free. The wild dogs at this moment were like they were injected with adrenaline, chasing and biting behind Boar. Even if Boar companions came to the rescue in time, Boar wanted to charge forward aggressively. But the wild dogs quickly reacted. Yet they were mercilessly driven away by the wild dogs. He even got bitten by the wild dogs. Boar could only choose to retreat. The wild dogs' goal had been achieved. They quickly returned to share this feast. Boar was still letting out heart-wrenching screams. But the wild dogs had no mercy. They only wanted to have a hearty meal now. The powerful biting force of the wild dogs tore Boar into pieces. The scene was too gruesome to bear. Boar cries of agony were no longer heard. The heroic sacrifice of the brave. It also attracts other animals. Vultures and jackals can also have some leftovers. This is the way of survival in nature. Although wild dogs are very fierce, but their families are very harmonious. After eating and drinking their fill, wild dogs also prepare some food to bring back. The hungry cubs, who have long been hungry, hear their mother's arrival, quickly gather around. Wild dogs also share the food in their mouths with everyone. Each pack of wild dogs has about 40 members, but less than half are adult wild dogs. Male and female wild dogs. They will hardly ever leave the pack in their lifetime. This is the greatness of maternal love. Maternal love knows no species. Wild dogs live a life of resting at sunset and working at sunrise. They like to hunt during the day. Their dens are interconnected to evade attacks from large animals. At this time, led by a male and female leader, wild dogs have amazing vision and extraordinary hearing. They still use teamwork in combat. Who knows which poor soul will be in trouble today? They shuttle through this thicket. This way they can better camouflage themselves. Soon the wild dogs locked onto the nearby antelope. They crouched down, ready to strike at any moment. The antelope at this time also noticed something unusual. Became alert. The wild dogs at this time were no longer hesitant. They charged straight ahead. The antelope immediately realized the situation was bad, turned around and ran. The wild dogs instantly spread out in all directions, surrounding the antelope. This is their common tactic. The antelope, scared, fled in all directions. Don't be fooled by the slender bodies of the wild dogs, but they are strong and robust. Prey is often chased to exhaustion. The speed of the antelope's running is also among the best. But in this thicket, it cannot be fully utilized. In the eyes of wild dogs, even if you were a supersonic intercontinental missile, they would still intercept you. Amidst chaos, this antelope fell victim to the wild dog's attack. Unfortunately, it was caught by the wild dogs again. Once caught by the wild dogs, it's hard to break free. Wild dogs need to eat food equivalent to 110% of their body weight every day. They prefer to hunt for themselves. They hunt for fresh meat through teamwork. When food is abundant, they can consume 3 times their normal food intake at once. Wild dogs are indeed very bold. Even if they encounter a lion, they won't hesitate. Wild dogs will outnumber and charge forward. Go start a fight. Make the lion doubt and lose its voice. This is the strength of African wild dogs. They also rank 3rd on the African savanna. What do you all think about this?